We are live. Welcome to the FanSpeak Network. I'm your host, Brett Astaire. Oh, Clyde's with me. What's up, buddy? All right, so we're going to do something a little different. Well, I guess if you've been following the channel, this isn't different. But we are going to do an NBA best ball draft. I'm in right now. We're waiting for 3 more seats to be filled, I believe. And let's dive right in. So when we're doing NBA best ball for these playoffs, it's just like the NFL. You're going to prioritize the teams that we expect to win, which is why we see Nikola Jokic and Jason Tatum as the top 2 players. I think that Jokic is such a better player just because he's so much statistically better. And even though the West is tougher, I like Denver to get out of the West more than I like Boston to get out of the East. So we start looking at some other players. We can target who do we think is going to upset Boston. So I see Giannis here at number 3. I don't know if I like Milwaukee to upset Boston, but he's going to have the best stats. Like he'll have better stats than Tatum if they get farther, I believe. And the way they've been playing defense lately, like maybe I'm not wrong. And one thing I was watching last night, and we'll talk about this when I jump in for the NBA rundown in a bit. When Boston does those ISOs to end the game with Tatum, they're terrible. It's kind of a reason. Spoiler alert, I'm going to like Denver tonight. Now, I haven't bet it yet, but I do like Denver tonight. Why is my bookmaker not up? Look at, I like Dame with the game on the line in an ISO shot a lot better than Tatum here. That's a reason why I like I don't like Boston to get out of here. So I'm kind of talking myself into Milwaukee. Shea's sitting here. He's number 4. I don't trust Oklahoma City to get that far in the playoffs. You look at how they matched up in the Lakers and their lack of size. Even against Portland last night, they had problems grabbing rebounds. So while Shea's good, I feel like against a bigger team, they're going to have problems. Yeah, they could beat the Timberwolves. I think they can beat the Warriors. I think they struggle against the Lakers. They probably match up pretty well against the Mavericks. I think the Suns is a toss-up here. The Kawhi Leonard is next. So if you're targeting the Clippers, you have to think they have to be able to beat Denver. Do I believe that? I did take a long shot on the Clippers to win the title, but it's at 13-1 here. So I don't know. I don't know if I believe in the Clippers either. I don't like Jaylen Brown or Porzingis here at all in these next 2 positions. Now, that's just because everyone thinks that Boston's going to make the final. So I think this is where it gets fun because you can get a player like Luka Doncic. He's actually, his ADP is lower than both Kristaps Porzingis and Jaylen Brown. And we know the times that he's out there. All right, we had another one filled, only 2 left. In the times that he's out there, he's going to put up points. Really weird to see Harden here. I like Murray more than Harden. And I guess the ADPs are pretty close. Just Harden's projections are a little higher. I would much rather have Jamal Murray here. 10.4 to 10.2, so I guess it's not that much different. Dame, we talked about it earlier. If someone is going to upset Boston, seems like Milwaukee's good. And let's see, with Giannis at 3, if you pick at 3, then you're coming back at what, 9? You could do a Giannis Dame combo. So hey, if you're going to go on the Bucks, I see worse ideas. After that is Anthony Edwards and KD. Even though A1 Anthony Edwards is higher, I like KD more. I think the Suns team they have no depth. They're built for the playoffs. And I actually wouldn't mind a little Suns stack here, assuming that they could go on a run. I love getting Embiid here at 16. I think of all the teams that have a chance to defeat Boston, I think Philly's right up there. Chet, I don't like him here at 16. I'd probably have Holiday. They're actually around the same. Holiday's projections are a little low. I think I'd rather have Holiday. I just don't see the Thunder getting more than 2 rounds past. Where even though I do have doubts about Boston, they are the rightful favorite to make it out of the East. Remember, in best ball, we don't care who wins in the finals. We just care who makes it to the finals. So we would just want to have players there as we continue to go down. Paul George and Aaron Gordon. I think this is an interesting one, right? Because obviously Paul George is going to put up more numbers, but Aaron Gordon has a chance to advance much farther. So the cool thing, you can do a Jokic-Gordon stack. Jokic-Murray is really hard to get. But a Jokic-Gordon stack, if you get the number 1 overall pick, I think that's a great way to start your build. Then you can fill it in with guards, but you got the big right out of the way. After those two, you have Donovan Mitchell. Oh, that one's so tough because Cleveland looked so bad in the playoffs last year. And I really don't know what to make of this team. They're coming off a really big win against the Celtics, but even watching that game, the question I came away with was, do we upgrade the Cavaliers, or is just the Celtics just being the Celtics here? Of course, it was at home as well. I don't know if I trust Cleveland here. Karl Anthony Towns, we only wait for one more person. Let's go. Karl Anthony Towns here, with that recent injury, to me, he's actually off the board. Can I remove him from the board altogether? You probably can, but I won't do that manually. But boy, I got to keep an eye on him. I want no interest in Karl Anthony Towns now. Here's an interesting one. We talked about KD earlier. You can do a KD Booker stack. So KD's going at around, where's KD at? 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I know empty ears sucks. KD's going around the second round. And then I think if you get KD, grab Booker like right on the comeback there. If you reach for KD a little more. But I love a KD Booker stack. I believe this Phoenix team is meant for the playoffs. What's good to my guy, Rye Cape? Glad to see you in the chat. Tyler was going to join me here on this draft, but I think he slept in. So I'm going to just knock it out on my own, and we'll have some fun. And then we're going to do one again next Tuesday, and I'll be sure to have him on that one on for sure. But I'm just talking through right now. I've only done 1 or 2 of these drafts so far. Michael Porter Jr. down here at 22.5. Of course, that's part of the Denver stack. So if you get Gordon and Jokic, I would come back with Porter right away if you're able to get it, because if you're on Jokic, you're on the turn, right? So you draft, Jokic 1, Gordon 2, and then Porter right on the comeback there. Jalen Williams, man, I was watching the Thunder Blazers game last night, and he's going to be so good. I was thinking about him for best ball this year, for next year. Is it filled? Is that it? Are we starting? And I got 5. Okay, so I got 5-8. Let's go back to the top then. I was just kind of talking through some of these players. I finish up my thought about Jalen Williams. He's going to be great for season-long best ball next year. I think he's going to continue to improve. And I think that he'll be one of the greatest improvements on his overall stat line from last year to this year of players you'll be drafting in the top 50. Now, so I'm at 5, right? So Jokic is going to go 1. Tatum probably goes 2. Giannis goes 3. Shea might not go 4. Okay, so where this lands here is a Clippers stack. You can't even get this backdoor Boston stack here. See, I almost wish I like 6 better than 5. Because even if I draft Jaylen Brown here first, I don't think Porzingis is there at 8. God, that sucks. Maybe people will ignore Jaylen Brown. Maybe you draft Porzingis first. He's going to draft Jokic for sure. If you don't draft Jokic, you're absolutely crazy here. So we'll see where I go. And the other idea is the Clipper stack. I can go Kawhi Harden on my first 2 picks. Maybe I'll go for that. I think that's what I'm going to try for. He's probably, you got to take Giannis here. I don't know. This is where it gets interesting, where you can have some fun. Even if the Clippers make the Western Conference Finals, maybe I can cash here with the Clipper stack. Boy, I don't like that 5. I seriously like 6 so much better because you get the Brown Porzingis. And if you take Brown, who I don't really like overall, you get Porzingis, right? So it's like you get them both. All right, so they're going to give him Giannis. He auto-drafted. I wonder how long this was waiting for. I think he was in there before I was. I might only two of us in here without the little badge. I don't have a badge, guys. I don't have a badge. Thank you for watching. Anyways, a reminder: hit the thumbs up. Oh yeah, Pennsylvania. You can't do underdog there. Yeah, that's too bad. All right, boys. So you gonna auto draft too? Well, then, if he does it, I'm going for the Clipper stack. Yeah, he did. All right, let's go Clipper stack. I don't love it though. I mean, do you guys like the Clippers in the playoffs? I think Denver's like far and away the number one team in the West. And then I think like Phoenix, the Lakers, the Clippers, they're all live. All right, let's see what this guy did because this guy, Porzingis Murray. I like it. Okay. Well, because of that, boy. All right, so I grab Harden next. Hold on, let me scroll up a little bit here on this. So I got a Clipper stack to start. Now I don't draft again for 8 picks. PG could still be on the board. So that's what I'm going to do here. Clyde thinks this is a terrible idea. But Clyde, so first of all, this isn't, when we're doing these best balls, we're not, right? I mean, this isn't ideal, right? Like, obviously, I think Denver's going to win the West. But we're doing something, right? If Jamal Murray gets hurt, the stack looks a little better here. So let's see. I'm going to have 2 wings and a forward. I can probably grab Zubac with my last pick. Boy, can you believe Luka was still on the board there? Am I going to regret taking James Harden over Luka Doncic? All right. So this guy went with Derek White. Let me switch to this one here. So the first guy, let's see. So Porzingis Murray. I think that's a good stack because those are 2 final teams, right? I went the Clipper stack, Harden Leonard. This guy went Shea Jalen. I don't really like that. That's kind of more just drafting regular season. Giannis Luka. Kind of like that. I mean, yeah, I kind of like that. Tatum, Derek White, stacking up those Celtics. You gotta like that. Although no, Porzingis wasn't on the board. You got a Jokic, Lillard, and Embiid here from this guy. Sabercat super fan. Hey, that's not bad. I mean, I like Philly there. If I just wasn't basically committed to this Clipper stack right now, I don't know what I would have done. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get PG next. I'm not really monitoring it. So this guy took 2. So this guy's also going kind of chalk because Stanko took 2 Bostons and then a Denver player. The consultant's playing it more like regular season so far. So my guess is he's just going to take the best player on the board, which would be, let me switch back. How do I switch back? No, that wasn't what I wanted to do. All right, he took Chet. I'm going to take PG. I'm full on Clipper stack, and that's the way that we're going. What do we got going on in the chat? Do you have DK, right, Cape? You can do DK best ball too. So I just know we're on the Fanspeak channel right now. Head over to fanspeak.com. Oh, wait, hold on. I got one more pick, then I'll do a promo. All right. So I've gotten away. Now I can just kind of take whoever. Oh, my gosh. Who do I want to take? I'm going to take Jimmy Butler. Because at that point, it's like, so I've got my Clipper stack. I can run it back with a Miami stack, which I don't necessarily hate. Bam will probably be my next pick. I'll queue him up right now. And then, right, I'm basically rooting for a Clippers Heat final, which isn't that crazy. And right, Cape, a lot of this will be the same as far as just the strategies. So hopefully this is somewhat helpful for you. I'm glad you guys are hanging out. I wasn't sure how many people we were going to get for this, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, so as you can see right now, I'm committed to a Clippers Heat stack, which I don't hate. I don't really hate. You know, it's funny. We talk about all these teams that could beat. Boy, AD in LA as a secondary stack so low. Isn't that wild for a team that made the Western Conference Finals last year? I might throw a couple of them in. Right? Did somebody take Bam? No. Okay, cool. I might go Bam LeBron. Wait, is AD a big? No way. Zubox is that high? Okay, so Bam's here. Zubox is only 2 below Sabonis. Where's Anthony Davis? Tyrese Halliburton is low. He could put up numbers too. Okay. I'm going to take Bam and then AD if he's still on the board. And I know it's kind of stupid to take Bam ahead of AD, like if this was season long, but I think stacking these teams is so good. Okay. I'm not sure who's controlling this. Oh, Clyde is just being a jerk. Okay, cool. All right. I'm pretty sure Bam's going to be there for me. The question is, will AD still be there? I can't believe this dude took Karl Anthony Towns over Anthony Davis. Wow. Tyrese Maxey's a fun pick. Getting him that late, because if you get Embiid early, that's a fun stack. All right. I'm taking Bam. And now we're going to queue up AD. And then we do a mini stack with LeBron. And let me throw Zubac on there just to complete the stack. And what other Heat players do I have that I should be queuing up? How far do we have to go to get to like a Tyler Hero or a Terry Rozier? Do we even want that? Is that too far, guys? All right, I grabbed Tyler Hero there. I put him in the queue. But of course, at that point, I just kind of want to be aware of him. And Norm Powell. I mean, I guess if I really want to commit here, Terry Rozier, I'll throw him in there. Duncan Robinson's been playing well, bro. That might be my last pick. Jaime Jaquez, Clyde. I'm gonna say for me, right, Cape. I've had better luck on DK. Underdog is superior best ball experience for fun. Okay, Meg. Here's my thing though. I think that the DraftKings pools are softer. Because if you're on Underdog, you are a DFS, a best ball master, because Underdog caters to the best ball community. Where DK, how many like drafters do you get that are just building like the daily lineups and then just put their feet into the best ball? So I will not. I agree. If you're just super fun, Underdog is better, but I don't sell DK short. Okay, so I got AD with my last pick. LeBron is gone, so no Lakers stack really. I'm 6 picks away. Do I think Zubac will be on the board there? So it's all bigs on the board here. This guy has 2 bigs. I doubt he'll take one. He took another big. Okay, but it was because he was doing a Milwaukee stack. That's fair. Okay, each player has 1 big. And boy, I mean, just statistically, Domantas Sabonis is going to crush Zubac in round 1. The problem is he might not even. I mean, the Kings might lose the play-in. Like if it's Kings Lakers, I mean, I know we beat them last night. I just can't. I can't see the league allowing us to win. I mean, maybe this is just 2002 PTSD. Owner's box. Okay, cool. Anyways, right, Cape, it's fun, especially this one. It's like $10, right? Like, I mean, it's just like, I mean, literally, it's cost me more to go get a sandwich right now. I mean, I live in California, but wow. All right, so Zubac still on the board for me. Let's see, who does this guy have? All right, the consultant went pretty much just drafting like a regular season team. He's just drafting best player available, although he does have a Luka Kyrie correlation. This guy went with the Knicks OKC stack. Great. Which means I'm thinking he's going to leave Zubac for me. I'll grab him there, and then we're going to decide what we want to do next. See, he took Sabonis. And I'm not surprised just because, yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, what Sabonis have last night? Gosh darn it. I got to get better at this. At least Zubac is in my queue. Okay, so, but see, now these guys, I don't want to take them here yet. How many rounds do we have left? I have 1, 2, 3 slots. And the people I have queued up are like last pick type of guys. So I'm just going to grab like best player available right here because I feel like I've done a good job stacking. Bro, look at these players. Steph, Zion, Halliburton. Okay, those 3 teams who I think is going to make it the farthest? The Warriors. Give me one of the best players of all time, Steph Curry. And look at the balance I have now here with, I think, 2-3-2, right? Oh, wait, what I have 3 bigs. So I have 3. I have 2-3-3. All right, so I need to be targeting guards, but for this, sorry, I was reading your comment, Meg, but I got to concentrate right now. Oh, wait, no, I got some time before my picks. Yeah, touchdown hunting, it's a little different. Although, Meg, on this one, the scoring is rather similar. The main difference is stocks are worth more on this one. So, like Victor next year, he might be number 1 on Underdog, but I think Jokic will still be number 1 on DK, right? So the main thing you got to think when you're doing this one, stocks are worth more. On DK, you're going to get more bonuses for things like triple doubles and 3-pointers. But I think that there's a lot bigger difference between NFL Underdog DK than NBA. Like most of the stuff I've talked about here today, I think completely correlates. And there's just a couple outliers. Like on this one, stocks are worth a little more. Okay, so this is an interesting spot. I'm 4 spots away. I need a guard. Tyler Hero helps me finish this off. I'm drafting 55. I'm drafting 53. His ADP's 55. So it's actually not that much of a stretch. I can't believe they put Duncan Robinson as a wing. That's BS. Westbrook's hurt. Boy, Garland it goes back to that Cleveland here. I'm going to continue to correlate, though. I'm just going to continue to correlate and just hope these teams advance. So I'm going to go Tyler Hero next unless he gets picked. Who am I leaving on the board? Because we have 28 seconds and it'll just auto-draft even if I talk through it. So I'm leaving Darius Garland on the board, who obviously is much better statistically. I just don't trust Cleveland. Russ, I'm not sure what's going on with the hand. Siakam will put up good numbers, but doesn't Indiana seem like a first-round exit written all over it? I just don't see them doing well. Conley and Russell, those are both stack plays. Tyler Hero it is. Now I'm 4 picks away. So do I continue the Clippers or do I go back with Miami? And I have 1 pick left. So I have 3 guys left I want on my board. There's 1 pick left. Dang it, I keep screwing this up. I'm sorry. All right. This is tough. I'm going to go by position. So we'll take Duncan Robinson out. It's between Powell and Rozier. I have 3 guards, 3 wings. I think I can. I don't think I even have to decide by position. But this is a nice balanced team. I'm going to go Terry. All right. That's it for me. Let's look over my team first, and then we'll do everybody's team. So I see we're stacking in this, right? And we're just trying to pick the finals. And obviously, we, we couldn't do Boston Denver because I was picking at 5. Although if I would have been at 6, right, I could have. I just didn't think that I could get the Porzingis Brown here. And I actually think what this guy did was kind of cool with the Porzingis Murray deal because that's the most likely finals, right? So I went with Leonard and Harden to start. Now, you see, that's not the best top 2, right? Like, look at this guy's top 2, Giannis Luka. It's going to be tough to beat him in the first round. I'm just hoping I have enough to advance. And then, if Giannis or Luka get eliminated in the first round, which isn't that crazy, do you see how I'm in a much better place if the Clippers were to win? This guy gets Shea Jalen. Same thing. I just don't trust AKC in the playoffs. But he's got Boston, who's a potential finalist. See, Stanko went with the Boston stack to start. Jokic Leonard was kind of weird, and he dropped Embiid. So Sabercat Superfan just kind of tried to get his bases covered. I think it's better to just go all in with certain teams like we did here. So see, I went 3 Clippers to start. Then I went 2 Miami. Then my 1 random AD. And I'd be interested. Maybe I was wrong to do that. And then I got Zubac. And why did it take mine away? Regardless. Let me get back to my whole team. How do I see the one? The one I just did. Okay. Yeah, so we can see my whole team. And can we see the whole draft from here? How do I see the whole draft? Okay, but you can see that I only drafted off of 3 teams. And I just want players with super high upside here, like Steph and AD. Even though, and you know what, I like those 2 because I'll be honest, if I think that, like, for example, I think the Warriors and the Lakers have a better chance of making Western Conference Finals than the Timberwolves or the Thunder. Could I be wrong? Of course. Right? I mean, the Suns can make the Western Conference Finals. Take John Morant. That's funny, Clyde. But I think when we're doing this, choose your couple teams. I think you can't really plan it beforehand, and you let your draft position choose your strategy. For example, at 5, it kind of told me you're taking a Clippers stack. I could have risked it with the Boston stack, but if you're going to draft a lot, just do that Boston stack when you're at 6 and you're guaranteed to get it. I guess you could do what the one guy did, and you could back it up with the Porzingis Murray if someone were to get me at 5. So I guess I could have done that. So that's something to think about at 5. But I like just going all in on a team. So I think what I showed you in this little exercise we did here today is choose a couple teams and just root for them to make the finals. Right? This is only $10. I didn't go put $1,000 on the potential Clippers Heat matchup. Right? Is it far-fetched? Yes. But if it is, who am I competing with? Right? So yes, it is kind of crazy, but I'm getting that same kind of payout for $10 on a Clippers matchup. I don't know if I wonder if I can bet I don't think I have the exact matchups. I don't even think I could parlay them. I'll just see. I wonder if so. Let's see. To win East, Miami is plus 965. To win the West, the Clippers are plus 266. It won't let me parlay it. But the 9-1 plus a 250. It's basically like a 22-1. If they were to make it around there. I bet $10 and the top prize is $50,000. Right? So you see how I'm getting a little better odds here? Because I'm gonna be good, right? Instead of the 22-1, I got a 50-1. Plus, I got to take Steph, I got to take AD, I got to have some fun, and I can do a bunch of these. This is why I think it's so much fun. So, Now that you've watched this, if this is your first time into playoff best ball, you can see why stacking is so much more important than NBA regular season. NFL regular season stacking is important. NBA regular season, it is not. No. There's no need to stack. NBA regular season, I played it like a managed league. I just took the best player available and I balanced my team out. The one important thing I noticed from doing NBA regular season this year, you can't ignore positions. It's so much harder for a lower ranked player. Like, there's no Raheem Mosterts in NBA, right? There's no guys going at 160 that end up being at the top of the board. You got to really balance your picks here for NBA regular season. NBA playoffs, stack these teams. Once you take that first pick, fill out the roster. I know it's tough to take Tyler Hero over Darius Garland when we know Darius Garland is a far better player. But that's the way that it goes. So you're ready to try it? Oh, wait, this wasn't the one I wanted. Use the code FANSPEAK on Underdog. You get a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. So let's say you just deposited $100 right now. You'd have 20 cracks at the draft that I did. Or if you just want to go crazy, if you're on disability like I am right now, you're just sitting at home. It's like what? $3 a pop? That would be what? 20? No. 30. You could do 33. You could do 66 drafts on the $3 one. And just have a lot of fun with this. So, like I said, you're predicting the playoffs. And when you draft the first player, you've committed to that team. And think of the fun stacks you want to run it back with. I like Miami. I like the Lakers. I like the Warriors. I mean, these are these secondary stacks, right? These are the teams that I like. Philadelphia as well. So, thank you, everybody. Tyler will be with me. We're going to switch this to Tuesdays from now on. We'll be back Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel for NFL best ball content. I've been watching it. I've been loving it. Steve and Meg have been breaking down the rookies, the incoming rookies, what to expect from them, and where to draft them before they're actually drafted by their team. So make sure you're subscribed to Fanspeak. Join me next Tuesday. Thank you. Promo code Fanspeak on Underdog.